Open your inbox, and one email is already sitting in spam before you've read a word of it. Not flagged as, maybe, not scored out of 10, just quietly sorted, spam or not. But that sorting didn't start as a yes or no answer at all. It started as a number, a percentage, somewhere between 0 and 1, and only became a decision at the very last step. Once you see where that number comes from, filters like it show up everywhere. Something has to guess yes or no. Start with the number itself. Before it's a decision, it's a probability. Feed the filter everything it knows about a message, certain words, how many links it has, who sent it, and instead of drawing a straight line through the numbers like a price prediction would, it draws an S-shaped curve. That curve is doing one very specific job, no matter how extreme the input. A message stuffed with every spam trick in the book, or one that's totally ordinary. The curve squeezes the answer into somewhere between 0 and 1, and never lets it spill past either edge. Feed it something ordinary, and the curve sits near 0. Feed it something soaked in spam signals, and it climbs toward 1, but it can bend and climb as slowly or as steeply as it needs to. It never breaks free of that floor and ceiling. So the model hands back something like 0.92 for one email and 0.03 for another, but an inbox has to actually do something with the message. How does a percentage become a decision? Pick a line in the sand, by default, 0.5, and anything the curve scores above that line gets sorted one way, anything below it the other. Cross the line, and the email moves to spam. That line is a choice, not a law. Turn it down toward 0.3, and the filter gets suspicious of anything even slightly spam-shaped, catching more junk but risking real mail. Turn it up toward 0.7, and it only flags messages it's genuinely confident about, missing more spam to avoid ever bothering you by mistake. Move the threshold, and you're not changing the curve at all. You're changing how cautious the decision built on top of it gets to be. Push one level further, and a real spam filter is never looking at just one signal. Add more inputs. Link count, sender reputation, certain words, and each one gets its own weight feeding into that same S-curve, all of them combining before the squeeze happens. More suspicious words push the number up, a trusted sender pulls it back down, all at once. Underneath, each weight is quietly measuring something exact. How much a one-unit change in that signal shifts the odds of spam, not the raw probability directly. That's the part that makes it linear, in a hidden sense, additive, weighted evidence bent through a curve only at the very last step. A percentage, squeezed onto a curve, sorted by a line you can move. The same shape, whether it's one signal deciding or a dozen, quietly running any time something has to answer a yes or no question with something more honest, how sure it actually is.